Good morning, lovely spirits. Peace and wisdom. It's the wise servant here, Mr. Solace. Now, today I want to do this very interesting video for you guys. I'm a little under the weather, but no sweat, we're going to get through this. Now, I want to do this very interesting video today, explaining to everyone how they're worth $46 million. I'll say that again. Every person you see is worth $46 million. And more than that, I want to explain to you how to cash in on your $46 million. Because brothers will come and tell you you're worth this, your birth certificate's worth that, blase, blase. But you never pointed into the direction of how they cash in. So this is why it's very important. So I want to do this video explaining to everyone how they're worth $46 million. And I also want to explain how you cash in on this money. Now, there's a little trick to it, as all things. You can't cash in on yourself, but you can cash in on your loved one. And your loved one can cash in on you. So, if you can get the drift, you have a household of 10. Everyone in the household can cash in on the next person. They just can't cash in on themselves. So you can cash in on the $46 million on your mother. Your mother can cash in on you, and vice versa. Everyone can cash in on everyone else. But you can't directly cash in on yourself. Now, in order for you guys to understand this, I have to break down these guidelines first. I need you to grasp this thing first. Therefore, you can fully understand how to cash in, how this works. It's like I always say, you have to know a thing to know a thing. Now, I want you guys to grasp this. Bone marrow is worth $23,000 per gram. A 140-pound person has about 6 pounds of bone marrow within them. Stay with me. Now, after the bone marrow is removed from the bone, meaning the skeleton, is still worth about $3,000 to $6,000. Now, the corneus is worth $24,000. The heart is worth $997,000. That's legally. But you know there's a black market to all of this. Now your liver is worth $557,000. Legally. Like I said, there's a black market to all of this. Your kidneys, they're worth $262,000. Your skin is worth $10 per square inch. Your hair is worth $70 per 10 inches. Now, carbon is worth $2.40 per gram. A 120-pound person has about 20 pounds of carbon within them. So roughly everyone has about $21,500 worth of carbon within them. Now, my whole point of saying all of that is this. When people die, their family is supposed to cash in on that wealth that I just broke down to you. Grasp how deep that is. When your loved one dies, the doctors, the hospital, whoever, they get these things. And then they give you back a stuffed skin. There's nothing in the body. No skeleton, no organs, none of that. But it's just a whole bunch of whatever they put in there. And it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. That wealth that I just named, every person's family, upon their death, is supposed to cash into that. Grasp that. We leave money for our loved ones. Mind you, you just leaving your body in today's times is worth $46 million. A dead body is worth about 46 all the way up to $100,000. And this is not like a hard thing. I mean, this is easy. Selling body parts is so easy. I know y'all probably think, nah, that's hard. No, it's not. It's nothing more easier to do than that. Because doctors, everybody has their hand under the table when it comes to this. This is not something that you can have commercials about, where they say, hey, if you want to sell your kidney, it's $250,000. You don't have commercials for these things. It's kind of an under the table thing. Either you know or you don't. Now, when a person dies, let's say a person has a natural death, there's about a 5 to 7 day process between them dying and the funeral. And what's happening between that time, they're taking out all the worth of the body. And then they give you back whatever they give you. I don't even know what that be. If you ever look at a dead body, it never looks like the person. The skin doesn't look real. Everything just looks weird. But we assume, well, they've been dead about a week, so that's why. But it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. During that week, you can say, between death and the viewing or the funeral, cash in time. The doctors, they cashing in. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. That wealth is supposed to be your family's. Every dead body is worth the same thing. Well, really it depends on weight, but I just gave y'all the breakdown of 140-pound people. So you know, in today's times, people fat, 250 to 600. So you can just imagine how much a fat person's body is worth. Forget health, we talking dead. Dead body. It's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. You got people dying today. And the family is poor. And they're not going to get none of that wealth, even though the body belongs to the family truly. Grasp how deep that is. You got people starving and struggling. Their loved ones is dying. They have no knowledge of anything I just broke down. Now, don't cut this video off because I want to break something down to you guys about homelessness. Because it's so cold-blooded how that ties into this. Now, before I go into homelessness, I want to break down something else. Because you have women out here having abortions and miscarriages. And it's a deep thing because a fetus's brain is worth $3,500. A fetus skull is worth about $1,000. A baby pancreas is worth $7,140. And you can sell a fetus all the way down to the foot bone. Now, what's the point? You have women having abortions and miscarriages. They make women pay for abortions, forgetting to tell the woman, hey, you know, we're going to make about 10 grand off of this abortion that you're about to have, off your fetus, whatever you would call it at that stage. Yeah, we about to make 10 grand off that, and we're going to charge you also. Grasp how deep that is. Women have miscarriages. In this case, the baby is damn near fully developed. It's deep. That baby's worth at least $1 million. The miscarriage baby. Because a fully developed human is worth $46 million. If you break down all the parts. I mean going deep into the bone, to the marrow. Because the marrow is the most expensive part of the body. Like I said, you get $23,000 per gram for bone marrow. A 140-pound person has about 6 pounds of bone marrow in their bone. So grasp what I'm telling you. $23,000 per gram. There's 448 grams in a pound. The average person that's 140 pounds got 6 pounds of bone marrow. So you figure 23,000 times 448, the number you get, times that times 6, and that's how much money just off bone marrow a person is worth. Now, a baby got bone marrow, a miscarriage baby got bone marrow. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Women are having miscarriages, abortions, they get nothing out of it. It's a deep thing. It's like our bodies don't belong to us. Once I got my tooth pulled, I tried to keep the teeth, the root, the tooth. They wouldn't let me. And it's a deep thing. I knew why, but it's a deep thing. I kept agitating the doctor. I'm like, why you won't let me keep it? Let me keep it. It's mine. He's like, no, you can't. Laughing it off. But seriously, like, no, you can't. And they going to get money off the root of my tooth. Whatever carbon and whatever's in it, they going to cash in on every piece of a person. It's so deep. I live in New York City. In New York City, we have a lot of homeless people. Now, you have two types of homeless people. You have those who are down on their luck. You know, they have family and things like this. They may even have a job. They're just down on their luck. New York City is expensive. So even a person that makes a good living can be homeless. You have that type. Then you have the homeless bum. I'm not sure the correct term, so I'm just going to classify it bum. But no offense. Now, when I say bum, I'm talking about those that sleep on the street, literally. They look really bad. And a lot of times you wonder to yourself, why don't they go to the shelter? If you live in New York City, you know the homeless bums that's on the street, they refuse to go to a shelter. You couldn't pay them to go. And a lot of people wonder, why don't they go? It's freezing outside. They still won't go. They'd rather die outside in the cold than go to a shelter. And the reason why is because those homeless, the bums, they kill them when they go to the shelters for their body parts. That breakdown I just told you, they kill them for that. And I know you're wondering why. Why they don't kill the other homeless people? Because the other homeless people that's down on their luck that may be at a shelter, they got a job. They job expecting them. They got family. They got kids there with them. They got a lot. They have a life where people are expecting them. So if they check into a shelter and then pop up dead, that's going to throw a lot of red flags. Now, a homeless bum that's on the street, no one's expecting them at work tomorrow. More than likely, they have no family because they're on the street, literally. So now a person like that can go missing, no one will notice. If a person like that dies, no one's digging and sniffing to see what happened. Grasp. When those homeless bums like that go to the shelters, I guess they do their inventory of who's who and what and how that go. And if you ain't got no family, job, and things like this, then you going into the get killed pile. Because you're not using your life. So somebody else is. So, you know, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your bone marrow, all these things can be sold. A person can cash in on it. You're a homeless bum. You're not using your life. And this is the mentality of the life that we live in today times. I did a video in the past breaking down how they're killing rhinoceros over in Africa and in the London zoos. They're killing rhinoceros for their tusks because the tusk is worth about $250,000 per pound or something like that. It's a deep thing. I did a video breaking that down, but it's so cold-blooded. I want you guys to grasp. The body is truly, literally worth everything I just told you, $46 million. Now, when you die, let's say a person has a normal death, your grandmother or someone. Now, normally we have to report that death and let the city come and take the body. But let's say you didn't. You kept the body and you dissected the body and you removed the organs, the heart, liver, kidney, and all of these things, and you sold it on the black market, and then you silk the body back up and have your funeral or whatever. I'll give it to the city then. It's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. This is what we're supposed to do. When a person dies that's in your family, the body's supposed to go to the family. The family is supposed to remove all that's of worth from the body. Whoever's the individual in the family that wants to, they remove all the worth, bag, tag, and seal it up, and sell it legally or illegally. Selling it legally is going to be hard, being as though you don't own your body. It's a deep thing. People don't grasp when I say we slaves. You don't own your body. This is why if you did what I just said, your loved one died and you cut the body open and took out all the organs and then called the city, they'd send you to jail. Why? For messing up their property. It's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. You can't keep the dead body of your own loved one. Why? Because it's property of the city, and the city's going to cash in on those organs, the carbon, the blood, every part of the body. And you get back just an image of the person so that you can say goodbye to it. This is why they call the person in usually the view of the body. So you can get one last view of the person before they take the person away, and you get back whatever they give you for the purposes of viewing, which is nothing to do with the person. Because like I said, the skin is worth $10 per square inch, so grasp. You can get rich just off the skin. Ain't nobody going, it's deep. Next time somebody has a funeral in your family and you go, touch the body. Look at the body. Ain't no goddamn bones in there. Ain't nothing in there. The skin ain't even, it's deep. It's cold-blooded, but I want y'all to grasp. You can't even cash in on your own loved ones. You can, black market-wise. Meaning if your grandmother or somebody die, I don't know how you gonna dispose of the body or how that's gonna work. I guess you would have to remove the organs, dispose of the body yourself, and just have her come up as a missing person that more than likely died. Because if they're old, like 80, the city ain't going to waste their time with all of that. And then you just cash in on the black market on the organs of your loved ones. I know it sounds horrible, but the city is getting $46 million per body. Your loved ones. You can't even get a goddamn job in the city damn near. And they get $46 million of your stuff, meaning your family's body, which truly belongs to your family. They cash in on every dead body. I don't want y'all to think this is like a maybe thing. Every person that dies, someone cashes in on that $46 million. This is why when a person dies, they don't go into the ground the next day. I don't care if it was a murder or they died of natural causes. There's always a 5 to 7 day period in between the death and the viewing. The reason for that? Removing everything out the body of worth. Basically just taking the whole body and giving you whatever they give you back. And it's a deep thing. You got to have knowledge in this life. We got to know. A lot of y'all scuffling and buffling to leave this for your kids and leave your body. It's a deep thing. The insurance company you paying, they cashing in on your organs and shit. You paying them so that they could pay your loved ones out of your body. It's deep. Everybody get their piece of your body. Don't think that $46 million go to one person. It should just go to your family. So let's say you had 2 deaths in your family this year. You should have about $100 grand. Close to it. But you don't. In fact, you had to pay for the funeral and all that other stuff. While they cashed in on your loved one's death. This is just a horrible thing. Especially when you get into the homeless people being killed. This is why when you have hurricanes and tornadoes, and you notice how like America likes to rush and jump in and help. I know a lot of y'all wonder, why America always getting involved? Indonesia can have a tsunami, and here go America, oh, we coming over there to give aid. And I know a lot of y'all like, why? Do they be breaking their neck to help every goddamn nation when they have a tragedy and they don't do nothing at home? Well, the reason they not going to help, they going to collect dead bodies. Grasp. You have a tornado. Whole city wiped out. That's a whole city of bodies. And America's about that money. So they going to be there. Grasp what I'm telling you. Next time there's a tornado or something, watch how fast America be there. If it's in a part of the world where America has access, they gonna be there. Now, if North Korea have a hurricane or something, America may have some trouble getting there, but you will quickly see how America says, oh no, I know we have problems with North Korea, but we still gonna assist them. Because they want them bodies, man, that's the worth. It's all tied in. Everything I'm telling you all tied in. It's a deep, cold-blooded thing. We've been having a lot of hurricanes and tsunamis. It's been a lot of cashing in going on. I mean, hurricanes and tornadoes. We've been having a lot in America. And it's been a lot of cashing in. In Puerto Rico, oh man, I know America cashed in, baby. Cold-blooded. You know how many Puerto Ricans died? You know how many people are killed during these times? Meaning when the people go to the shelters during these times, it don't matter if you a homeless bum or whatever. None of that matters no more because you got regular people going to the shelters, all kind of people, when there's a tornado or some type of natural disaster. Now, when these people go to the shelters, man, they killed. It don't matter if you got a job or whatever because ain't nobody expecting you in a natural disaster. Everybody trying to make it out. So if somebody comes up dead, it just was the natural disaster. So y'all best believe people get plucked off and all that. If you look like you ain't making it, you getting killed. If you hear there's a natural disaster coming in your city, you better leave. Because even if you outlast a natural disaster, that don't mean somebody ain't going to kill you. It's a perfect opportunity to make a quick $1 million, $2 million. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. The city cashing in on those abortions, those miscarriages, and all the dead bodies you see. And this is uncounted for money. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. You got all type of carbon-based things. And this is what these things come from, man. They get the carbon out the dead body. You got carbon powders and melanin powders and all this weird stuff, and that's where these things come from. The carbon within you. The bone marrow within you. It's a deep thing, the carbon within your body. Like I was saying, the carbon within your body, a 120-pound person or a 140-pound person has about 20 pounds of carbon within them. Pardon me, I have a cold. Nose is running. They have about 20 pounds of carbon within them. Now, within the carbon, I don't want to get too deep into science because I'm not sure who truly understands science that well, but when you're dealing with carbon atoms or whatever, you have like molecules. So atoms become molecules. This is like gases becoming liquids. So you have different races of atoms, you can say. We call them elements. So if you ever hear like elements, this is basically just the different races of atoms, which is gases. So hydrogen atoms, oxygen atoms, gases. When gases come together, meaning different gases are atoms, because that's what they are, when they begin to come together and condense, you get molecules, which is liquid, basically. So hydrogen and oxygen, they come together. This is a molecule now. And you have a water molecule. Liquid. So this is how it works. And it's just not a two thing, like two atoms coming together as a molecule. It could be 20 atoms coming together and you have a molecule. Like vitamin C is like 3 different atoms coming together, but 6 of each. Something like that. And you got like 20 different atoms bunched together, and this is a vitamin C molecule. But my point of saying that is when you're dealing with the carbon, within the carbon you have sulfur and copper as well. So carbon is worth $2.40 per gram. But within that carbon you also have basically you can say the carbon has about, I forgot the exact number, but it consists of sulfur and copper. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. I hope I didn't mistake that with blood. No, blood is plasma. Yeah, the carbon has copper. The carbon has copper and sulfur in it. Both of, I know everybody knows copper has worth. Now just imagine a whole city dies. You know how much copper and gold, because the person even has gold within them. A 140-pound person probably got about a line of gold within them. A line is basically 0.1 of a gram. So if you sell dope, half a gram, 0.1. You probably got about 0.1 of gold in you right now. A whole city is deep. They cashing in. It's something else I wanted to break down on this video, but I'm so sick. I can't seem to remember. I don't feel bad, I'm just sick. Like my nose is running, my throat is a little scratchy or whatever, but I don't feel bad or anything like that. I know some of you probably like, if you're sick, why are you doing a video? Because I'm fine, I'm just sick. But it's a deep, cold-blooded thing I wanted to break down for you guys with this, because there's so much going on in the world people got to pay attention to. And everything got to do with people living longer. So it's like I said, we eat to extend our lives. But it go deeper than eating, because you have people getting blood transfusions. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They just get blood transfusions from young kids. And they believe that the blood's going to make them younger. So you got old rich motherfuckers, pardon my language. You got old rich people getting blood transfusions from little babies. You got old rich people actually buying babies for the brain so they can eat the brain. So it's a deep thing, man. It's a lot going on. It's all a matter of knowledge. But the more you know, it's a deep, cold-blooded thing. Y'all got to pay more attention. But the main point of this video, for you women that's getting abortions and miscarriages, I want y'all to grasp the kind of money you're throwing away that's truly entitled to you. It's the same with the dead bodies. A lot of people going to experience one of their loved ones dying this year. That's money. I know it sounds nasty, but fuck that. Y'all better get real. You better dissect that body and get them organs and things out and seal them up and sell them on the black market. You got people online trying to buy organs right now. Of course, you got the task force trying to watch over it, but it's like any crime. They only get like 3, 4, 5% of what's going on with the crime. They only, so it's a lot slipping through. But y'all cash in. A lot of y'all, man, y'all dead poor. You going to have somebody die in your family tomorrow. And you can make about $10 million in 3 days. If you don't report that body, and you get up on your research right quick, and you ain't scared to get busy, man. At the end of the day, a dead body's a dead body. Your loved one's supposed to be here. And like I said, the city is going to get that 46, baby. And that's just absurd. And y'all know that's absurd. It's a deep thing. Y'all got to be careful out here in this world. Y'all get lost into all the weird knowledge that's pushed out. And this is what throw people off. We get lost into white people don't have melanin and black people endangered it. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody got melanin and things like this in them. Everybody got carbon in them. It don't matter your skin complexion. The worth is the worth. And they taking bodies. Y'all have to grasp. It's a deep thing. I know you got a lot of teachers and a lot of people say a lot of different things. Now, I'm telling you first and foremost, it don't matter if a person went to school or not to determine if they smart. I'm a scientist. I ain't been to college, but I know what scientists know. Now, my point of saying that is this. I don't want people to get lost and think that I'm promoting that regular people know better than scientists. No, I'm just an exceptional person. I respect scientists going to school in their mind. I respect their mind more than the regular brother that pops up on YouTube and says, oh, I'm a scientist and I know better than the scientists. Because half of these guys don't know anything except what they made up. When I say I know better than the scientists, I know what the scientists know. So I'm not saying, oh, my wisdom is better than the scientists because I made up something better. I know what they know. Molecules, atoms, quarks. That's why I always break down what they say, then I just give you my rundown and let you know I know what they saying. Because you have people that get lost and they think, oh, he's just another guy popping up that ain't got no type of schooling or training and he just think he know. No, I know. But it's deeper than what the school teach y'all. So it's a deep thing. It all boils down to money. The more money you got, is how you get taught. So a person that's paying for a $500,000 school, they ain't getting the same teaching as a person that go to city college. Grasp. But it's just a matter of that money. It's a deep thing, but I don't want people to get lost because you got a lot of people. They watch YouTube videos, they watch people teach, and then you have a lot of people pop up thinking that they could teach too. I had a brother email me the other day. This brother had no clue that the Native Americans weren't Indians. Now, most people in today's times, they know that Christopher Columbus just called them that because he didn't know what they were at that time. Most people in today's times know that. This brother emails me and tells me, man, I'm about to write a book explaining how the Native Americans weren't Indians. They were black and all this copper-colored people and blah, blah, blah. He didn't know this. He seen my video and that's the first time he realized that. Now he's going to go embarrass himself and write a book about something that most people already know. But being as though he just now coming into this knowledge, he think it's new. He think I just told him something new. Mind you, the video I did was breaking down something way more deeper than that. But I just don't refer to the natives as Indians because I know. So I did the video along the lines of that, where I didn't refer to them as Indians and sparked his brain. But you got a lot of... I won't be surprised if this brother gets him a YouTube channel and begins to teach off the things he learned from my channel and others. But it's deep. This is how y'all get lost. It's not a matter if a person went to school or not, but it's a matter of do they know what they talking about. When I say science is wrong, or this thing is wrong, or flat earth is wrong, or the African teaching brothers, they wrong. It's not that I don't know what they talking about. I know what they talking about. Now I'm telling you something different. A lot of brothers, they disagree and they don't even know what the other person's talking about. I had my time with flat earth. I know that stuff. This ain't new. This is old. A lot of people are coming into flat earth now and they think it's new and they like, yo, y'all globe earthers is lost. Mind you, I'm not a globe earther. I think y'all all are retarded to me, but that's my personal opinion. But you just have to understand energy. And energy condenses. Energy is not physical, but as it condenses, it becomes gases, becoming more physical. And as those gases condense more, they become liquids, and you can see that more. And as liquid condenses, we may call it freezing or whatever you want to call it. You get physical things like a solid, powder. So it's just a process of condensing. And when I say condense, nothing is lost. So the unseen that became the gases, now you just got the gases and the unseen still there, because that's where the gases came from, the unseen. Now when the liquid comes from the compressed gases, you still have the gases, but now you have the liquids. And from the liquids you get the solid core. But everything is still there. So the earth consists of many different elements. We just know physical, so we get lost. But earth is more than just a physical thing. It's made up of the astral. It's made up of basically the solids, liquids, gases, every aspect of the life, from the minute to the macro. And it's all bunched up in one, because that's what the life does. You have quarks, they come together with the gluons, forming what we know as protons and neutrons. So you have up and down quarks. You have top and bottom quarks. I like to call them left and right quarks, because up and down and top and bottom is the same thing, but this is what they have the quarks named as. Up and down, top and bottom, charm and strange. Now I have it up and down, left and right, familiar and strange. And then you have the gluons, and it's a duality to the gluons also. So it's a deep thing, and that's your 8 right there. And that kind of correlates with the ancient Egyptian Ogdoad, 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 I don't know how they pronounce it. But you got the 8. The Ogdoad is basically the city of 8. It's the 8 primordial deities. Basically just breaking down the quarks, the build-up before the physical. So the Ogdoad would just be the Ogdoad would just be the life before the atom. The quarks coming together to form protons, neutrons, then the electron coming, and then you have the atom. So that's just before that. But it's a deep thing. The atoms come together, you get molecules. So it's cold-blooded. A lot of people don't realize that I know science, how scientists know it. I'm not just jumping out on a limb saying, look, I know this. Like when I say breast milk is semen, you can turn semen into breast milk. All you need is, I ain't going to go down because I'm going to get paid. I'm going to make my millions off that. Discovering the alternative for breast milk besides Similac, because that's artificial. I'm going to give you a real alternative to breast milk that's really breast milk. So it's a deep thing, because semen is breast milk. It just ain't turned over into that yet. Like milk in spoiled milk. Spoiled milk is like cottage cheese. The longer it sits, it starts to turn into cottage cheese. Now you see cottage cheese and milk, you like that ain't the same thing? Yes it is. It's a matter of time and process. So it's the same with semen and breast milk. Women don't have breast milk until they have semen pumped into them. Semen and sperm is two different things. Sperm is in semen. So grasp. What you see is the semen. You don't see the sperm within. Now what you see looks just like breast milk, just thicker. And this is what I mean by the process. Sperm sits out, it loosens, and it has to do with prolactin. I already know the ingredients of how to make it milk. It's a deep thing. Like I tell y'all, I'm a scientist. I be doing my thing on the low, figuring out things, but it's all a matter of access and who you know. So I'm probably going to have to go to school so that I can be amongst those that can actually do something for me as far as my wisdom in science goes. Because me telling y'all things online, y'all ain't scientists, y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. But a scientist will hear that and say, semen and breast milk. He got something there. So it's a deep thing. I already got the solution. So I just get the ball rolling. I just got to know certain scientists that can make these things come forth, because success is a man-made concept. It's a man-made thing, just like money. Money is tied to success. It's all man-made. So everyone's success depends on someone giving it to them. It has nothing to do with your talent. It's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Success is a given thing. It has nothing to do with talent. Anybody can be successful if they're giving it. Meaning the door of success has to be open and you need to walk through. So I know semen is breast milk. I know how to make it breast milk. But I don't know how to get it in the stores. So grasp. There's a system we live in. And whatever talent you have, you still got to go through that system. Now I can sell alternative breast milk under the radar, but how many people are going to believe it? We brainwashed. So until scientists say, no, he's right. Mind you, you can look at semen and breast milk and clearly see, hold on, he's not too far off. Even if you don't agree, you say, that's crazy. Look at it. You have to acknowledge, okay, maybe he do have something there. Because semen and breast milk do look similar. And women don't have breast milk until they have semen pumped in them. Meaning when they conceive, then they have breast milk begin to be produced. But it's being produced with something. What is that something? Had to hit y'all with the trump. Semen. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. I want to continue this video because I got some more things I want to break down to y'all, but my nose keep running and it's interfering with my focus. This video was supposed to be so much more in depth, but I'm losing my train of thought because my nose keep running. It's just a deep thing, man. There's so much that I forgot and I'm forgetting to mention in this video, but what I gave y'all was good. I'm going to give y'all the rundown one more time because it's very important. Bone marrow, $23,000 per gram. An 140-pound person has about 6 pounds of bone marrow. Once the bone marrow is removed, the bone, meaning the skeleton, it's still worth about $3,000 to $6,000. The corneas is worth $24,000. The heart, $997,000. Deep thing. About $125,000 on the black market. Liver is worth $557,000. That's over $500,000. On the black market, about $250,000, maybe $100,000. A kidney is worth $262,000 legally. It's $250,000, meaning legally. It's a deep thing. If a person wanted a kidney transplant, you could work out a deal with them where they pay you. So I'm not telling you something that's fake, where you like, oh, right now you could sell your kidney to a rich person that need a kidney and make $250,000, but you got to live without that kidney. So I'm not telling you nothing like, a lot of y'all are so broke and fucked up in life, you probably gonna kill yourself in 5 years anyway. You could get paid off your kidney now. You could live without one, I think. So it's a deep thing. Skin, $10 per square inch. Hair, $70 for 10 inches. It's a deep thing. You can at least shave your loved one's head. It's so deep. Carbon, $2.40 per gram. 120-pound person got about 20 pounds of carbon. A 240-pound man got about 40 pounds of carbon in him. Soldiers die over in Iraq. Like 200 pounds. Grasp. Say, oh, we couldn't find the body. You know, I know why. It's always going to be a hard time finding bodies. If they ain't die in front of a crowd, buddy, don't expect to find no bodies. Bodies is worth more money than anything. It's a deep thing y'all got to grasp. I know a lot of y'all like, what about the animals? I could just sell an animal's bone marrow. People want people. You a person. You want people, heart, kidney, liver, things like this. Not no animals. So grasp. But it's a deep thing. All the way down to the babies. You know, kill a baby. Baby skull worth about $1,000. You can go down to the fetus before the baby even born. We talking miscarriage and abortion stage. That baby worth about $1 million. So grasp, if you had an abortion, you threw away, if you had one abortion in your life as a woman, you and that man threw away about $1 million that day. When I say threw away, I mean, when you got that abortion, you should have got about a $500,000 check. It's a deep thing. When you call a city and your loved one died and a coroner come and collect that body, they supposed to, by law, well, not by law, but by real law, meaning they know they about to make 40, 50 million off that body. So morally, you would think when the coroner come pick up the dead body that the family would at least get a $10 million check right at that moment. About 400 and maybe about 20, 15 million later. That's not what happens. They come, they pick up the body, you don't get nothing. It's a deep thing. You get the death certificate. What's the death certificate? It's like the birth certificate. The birth certificate is proof that the city owns you. And the death certificate is proof that that piece of property is no more. Grasp. It's a cold-blooded thing. It's like inventory. This is property that's good. This is inventory that's still current. And that dead, that's just inventory that's no more. But we got our money's worth out of it. And this is why land ownership is important to white people. Not just white people, but all those who rule. Land ownership is important because you own the land, you own the people. And when they die, you can collect the bodies because those are your people. I don't care what state, city you live in. When a person dies, the family's not allowed to keep the body. You can't call the city and say, just come check that it's a dead person and leave. And we're going to keep the body and do what we do with it. You can't do that by law. Now ask yourself, why? That's your loved one's body. Why? And I'll tell you why. Because that body belonged to the city. Because you were slave. You're literally owned. It's a deep, cold-blooded thing. It's just like the prison system. You got the prison system. So then you get a bunch of laws every year made to force people into prison. So grasp. Look at some of the laws we have. They're completely stupid. But you can go to jail for it. Why? Because prison is a business. So when you're dealing with prison, inmates is the resources. So you need inmates in there. So this is why you have a lot of people locked up for frivolous things. You have people locked up that's not even guilty. It doesn't matter if you're guilty or not. Business needs to continue. And the prison business needs inmates. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Before we had the prison, men broke law, they just was killed. Because you ain't had, what the fuck you needed? You don't get nothing out of locking somebody up. Grasp that. That's why in ancient times they get stoned and things. Y'all probably like, damn, that's so brutal. Why not just lock the person up in jail? Jail is business. If ain't no jail, then ain't no business for locking a man up. Meaning you ain't gonna get no money out of a man being locked up. So why not just stone his ass and get money off his dead body? He break the law, kill him. This is why a lot of people was falsely accused in the past. No, fucking get stoned. The city don't care. You was falsely accused. That's the public's problem. Stone him so he get this body, this money off this body. Body's always been of worth. What's of worth now has always been of worth. I don't care how far back you go. Gold's always been of worth. Everything you see now that's of worth has always been of worth. It's always going to be of worth. And the more technology we get and the more advanced we get in our foolishness, the more bodies will be worth. So bodies are worth what they're worth now, but that's not to say 15 years from now, bodies might be worth triple what they are now. It depends on how messed up humans' lives are. If humans are becoming sickly where they only last 40 years, well then the price of hearts and kidneys and things is going to go up. So it's a deep thing. Y'all be safe out here, man. Y'all be careful. And y'all get some knowledge. Pay your dues. $5 a month. It's a deep thing. Obey the laws of the universe. Give and receive. If you watch my channel, respect the laws I respect. Because I get my knowledge from these laws. When I say knowledge, I ain't talking about stupid stuff like I just broke down. That's man knowledge. That's knowledge for this physical. So you don't be exploited in this physical. But I teach above that. I teach the spirit. And I teach morality and things like this. You just go through my videos so you can grasp. But it's a deep thing. Grasp the two, you know. Don't get lost in all the physical things. Life is deep. I'm going to end this video because it's about that time I drink me some tea and blow my nose. It's a deep thing. Shemaine Man Solace, the wise servant. Peace and wisdom.